What's up, everybody? Listen, okay, I got a treat for you guys. I want you guys to listen to this interview that was done with the beautiful, lovely, okay, on the Donna D Walker podcast. Of course, we have my girl, Harry Burnett. She was there too. The interview, man, we had to cut it short, and I hate that. So I'm hoping there's a part two. So check out what we got so far. Okay, you guys leave your comments. Let me know what you think. The lady that I'm interviewing, she has a beautiful soul inside and out. Her name is Lovely. Okay, all right. Those who know her know exactly what I'm talking about. And y'all who are tuning in and getting to know her for the first time, you'll understand why I am so excited about this interview. So, what I would love for you guys to do is support by sharing this video with your friends and family, okay? Leaving your comments, okay? Those that really engage in whatever comments you leave, I'm definitely going to go ahead and respond back to it. And guys, check her out. She's amazing. She's doing some amazing stuff. So I definitely had to share her with you guys. So let me know what you think. What's up, everybody? This is Donna D. Walker. You guys also know me as Dee Dee, and you on the Donna D. Walker podcast. And today we are talking to, me and my co-host is talking to a very beautiful young lady, but I'm excited because I've got these two powerful women on here. One is going to be co-hosting, which is Harry Burnett, and then we're going to be interviewing Lovely. And we're going to tell you guys all about her and why she's so fantastic and all the things that she's doing. Look at her. She's gorgeous, and my co-host is gorgeous. So let's get into this. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
You
Oh
guys
my,
for having me on.
oh my gosh. I'm excited. I am so excited. Oh my goodness.
Absolutely. I feel
We've
like the
been
big
trying to do
mama
this
over
for a
here.
minute though. Oh
Yes.
my goodness. Yeah, yeah. Between our schedules is crazy. And Miss Harriet down there, every time I see her, she's on somebody's catwalk or movie. And oh
Right.
my God, it just feels so good to look on the Facebook timeline and see people when they talk about their projects that they want to do. And then all of a sudden, bam, you're looking at TV, you're like, okay. All right. So I know the audience is like, all right, all right, all right. Who is she? So first of all, I'm going to introduce my co-host first, which is Harry Burnett. And she's an actress, an entrepreneur. She's out there doing some fabulous stuff. And we'll get into her very shortly. But today it's about our guest, Lovely. And I would like to go ahead and introduce her. She's out there doing some wonderful stuff. Of course, you guys we're going to dive into it. She's going to talk about her projects and everything. So if you don't have a drink, get a drink, y'all. Get a drink. I'm drinking zero.
Oh,
Lovely, lovely. Oh my gosh. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
oh my gosh, where to start? Well, I am a 49-year-old business owner. Lord, I don't know where to start. I have one child that is not a child anymore. She's 20 years old. I can't
You're
believe
always our kids.
Wow.
exactly. I can't believe I have a 20-year-old though. Oh my
Wow.
God. So hopefully y'all don't hear her in the background. She's on her little video game, so forgive me in advance. Y'all know how
We
the
just
gamers are.
chilling. We're
She's a
just
gamer.
chilling. My husband might pop up in here like, babe, where's dinner? Oh, I got it. No, never mind, babe.
Exactly. Oh man. So good Lord. I started, I have a media company, multimedia company. And all that it entails, it's a radio station online only, and I only do independent artists. I only play independent artists only. I'm very strict about that.
Mhm.
I am definitely huge on people getting recognized that otherwise probably wouldn't get any recognition at all. So when I decided to do a radio station, and I can get in the story on that, on how I started that, later, I said, what's going to make mine different from every other radio station? Everybody's playing pretty much the same thing all the time, and it gets a little bit boring hearing the same songs. And I was like, okay, I know way too many indie artists. Why not just stick to that and let that be what my entire station is about? And I do that. And I also have podcasts on the station as well. The other thing that I do is an online magazine. And we have been on a little bit of a hiatus right now because a lot of our attention has been going toward the award show that's coming up in October. So I'm running a lot of stuff myself. So I'm like, okay, with you being a person that do so many different things and wear so many different hats, some things kind of got to take a little bit of a backseat, at least temporarily. So
Absolutely.
kind of how it goes. I also am a photographer, videographer, editor. I do graphics. I manage my own website. I do all my graphics, everything myself. I do a ton of stuff. So it's a lot.
Yes, yes, it is a
Absolutely
lot.
multitasking for real.
Oh man, for real.
I
And
love
it's
it.
hard. It's rough.
I
I
love
know
it.
it is.
Let me tell you, I've encountered you so many different times at so many different events, and
Yeah.
you've always been so you're like the sweetest person I've ever met. I mean, you're so kind, and it's like, some people you meet out in public, and they're like, "Oh, hey, how are you?" But you can feel that fakeness, but you have that genuine spirit. And so does Harriet. Like, she has that genuine spirit. And so let me tell you, when you said that you would do this interview, I was excited because this is a time for women right now. We need to really have our voices up there. And you have this multi outlet of supporting independent artists and everything else like that. I mean, I do have to ask you, like, because I know you said we'll get into that later, but let me ask you, like, radio, the magazine, what made you even go into that entertainment aspect of it in the first place?
Lord. Okay, so
Ah,
I kind of got to go way back. So bear with me. I'm going to try to go
Go
fast.
way back, honey.
Okay, so the first time that I put a video camera in my hand, I was 17 years old. And we was on family vacation, nothing professional in any way, shape, or form, very just home. It was a home like vacation highlight video is what it was supposed to be. But I ended up keeping that camera in my hand the entire trip. Like, and my mom was like, Keisha, and let me just say this real quick. My first name is Keisha. My middle name is Lovely. My last name is Alston.
So
A lot
your
of people
name is
know me as-
actually Lovely.
Yes.
That's how I met you. And I was like, it's fitting for you.
Yes, yes. So I wanted to clarify that part because a lot of people like Lovely, what? And I'm like, okay, let me tell you the story. So that's what it is. So I couldn't put the camera down. I was in love. I was like, I love this. My mom was like, Keisha, put the camera down. Just have some fun. I said, no, you don't understand. I am having the time of my life right now, like with this video camera in my hand. So that's kind of what sparked it. But we all go through that phase of, what in the world am I supposed to do with my life? Right. So I went through that in my 20s. Right. So again, 17, 20s, I knew I loved to sing. I know I did a lot of singing and everything up to that point. Now I got an opportunity to work with, I want to give a huge shout out to Armanda Hancock. He has Armanda Hancock's Inspirational Television, I believe is the full name of it. But he's been in television a really long time, and he gave me my first professional opportunity to have an actual camera in my hand. He basically said, this is how you use it, but go. And I was like, okay. I just went for it. And I did. And again, that love, I should have known then, but it took me a minute. So And then after that opportunity, I ended up working for a small TV station in Sanford, North Carolina, which is my hometown. Shout out to Sanford. Um, and I was actually started out being a salesman there, but the producer, I think he was a station, I forget his title, but he was kind of up there. His name is Robert Ortega. Roberto, I call him Robert. Roberto Ortega is his name. And he gave me my first opportunity being in front of the camera. So we went to the Stellar Gospel Music Awards when it was in Atlanta. It was years ago when I was in my early 20s. Woo! And I got a chance to interview people on a whim. It was Vicky Winans, God, Lord, it was a lot of them. Lee Williams was my first official interview that I've ever done. Lee
Oh,
Williams.
wow. What
I
an
was
amazing interview to be
oh
the
my
first one.
God, I was like, oh my God. Your first time I'm young and I'm around these celebrities and the feel like I was raised, Christian gospel was huge for me. So being around all these people was like, don't freak out. Like, that's all I can say. Like, you're here in a professional capacity, Keisha. So do not freak out. Don't get starstruck. I'm telling myself all that, but it was an amazing opportunity. And that's when I got the bug. I was like, you know what? One of these days, I want to have my own show. Now, fast forward to my 30s, okay, like 10, 12, 15 years later, I finally got an opportunity to have my own show.
Oh.
So I did that, and great production team. It was amazing. And I actually was I am so sorry about that. I'm trying to get this thing to stop making this noise. These are my notifications on my computer, so my apologies. So I fell in love with editing. I watched the person that was editing my show. I was asking, I know I got on their nerves. I was like, how you do that? Oh, that's how you do this. Oh, I was in love with the process. So I already had camera work experience, being behind the camera, but actual editing, creating what you captured via camera into an actual final product that people could see. I fell in love with that process altogether. And that is when Purpose Productions was born. I changed it from Purpose Productions here the last few years to Onyx Urban is my brand now.
Okay, now I was going to ask about that. Speaking about Onyx, we're going to come back to that in a second.
Exactly. So that's how everything got started. When it comes down to radio. Now, big shout out again to DJ Rio. DJ Rio had a station called Smack City Radio. And I was so fast. I was tuned in and it was so amazing. And I was like, that's really cool. So COVID happened and some other stuff kind of went a little crazy. So his station went on hiatus. I actually had a show called Sensual Seductions on that station. And it became a huge deal for me. I don't know. It was Sensual Seductions is my alter ego. Just being honest, it's my alter ego. Really, it was really an outlet for me to be in touch with that sensual side of myself. So I fell in love with it, and when the station went on hiatus, I didn't want to stop. I just was in love with it.
You just had the bug. You just had to keep going.
Bad, yeah. And so after that, I was like, okay, so I was trying to find out different platforms to put Sensual Seductions on. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry about all this. I'm trying to see if there's a way I can
we listen. Anybody that watches the Donna D Walker podcast, they know that I'll be in the middle of doing an interview and be like, hold on for a second and go get me a biscuit. Be like, they expect it.
Okay, cool, B.
I
don't feel so bad.
For real.
So
yes, you will.
After that, I after in my research and trying to find another station or some other platform to have Sensual Seductions on, I realized that, you know what? DJ Rio created a station from scratch.
Mhm.
If he could do it, maybe I can too. So then I start doing the research and I'm looking and looking, and I was like, okay, so this is a way that I can do this. And then I said to myself, I was like, all right, Keisha, we doing this or not? Like, are we gonna put time in to actually make this happen and commit to it? There's definitely one thing I didn't want to start something major like that and then just weasel out of it or whatever. Like, I don't want to do it anymore. No, I wanted to make sure I was commit to this.
Mhm.
So sure enough, I said, okay, I committed to it. I started it. It was very hard. It was like learning programming for a station was like going to school for me again. I was this close to giving up. I was so close.
Wow.
And I was like, I don't want to do this. This is hard. I don't want to do this. It's a lot of work. I was already busy. And then and I talked, let me tell you something. I talk to myself, okay? I talk to myself all the time, and
I
I'm
do
not
too. Maybe myself and yourself should get together and talk about it.
Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, it is very helpful for me.
It's helpful for me.
Either we're going to not complain about this and do this, or we're just going to give up. So we're going to make the decision right now.
So get
You're
yourself together,
it
right?
or you're not. And whatever the answer is, don't go back and forth. And I literally was super strict on myself like that, like it was a whole other person. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna do it. And then I did. Now, so I know you asked about the magazine as well. So the magazine,
The magazine.
ooh, that's been a journey. Now,
Mm.
a magazine is a whole other monkey here because you have other people involved. Well, the first two, this is my third attempt at doing a magazine. Yeah, I failed the first two times. Oh,
You know what?
keeping up with that was so hard trying to do it by myself.
And the thing is, um, and I won't let you forget what you're saying. But the thing is, when you start these projects and you fail and you go back and you go back again, you are so much more powerful because you got all that knowledge from when you failed to you're bringing it to the table. So to me, I love to hear people say, "Oh, I failed, but I tried again." You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? I love that. I love it.
Yes, it was definitely something that I was always interested in. I mean, because I do photography anyway, it was kind of like a little bit of a no-brainer for me because I'm into graphics, I'm into photography. I pretty much got all the skills. I do some writing and stuff. So I was like, might as well,
Mhm.
so I tried to do it the first time by myself, failed miserably because I just couldn't keep.
Mhm.
I was trying to have a publication with my crazy self. What was it? Once a week or something crazy. Then I was like, okay, all right, Keisha, we can't do that. Like, what? Let's do once a month. How about that? And that was still overwhelming because
Mm.
meanwhile, I'm still trying to work a job. I'm still a
Oh,
single mom. And it was just a lot. It was like, so I said, okay, Keisha, okay, I'm just going to have to put this on the back burner and come back to it later. So this time I was like, okay, I knew better than to try to do it by myself. So I got writers this time. The
Mm.
amazing and beautiful Angel Baby Pen was my cover
I
writer
love
for,
her. I had her on my show. I
and
love her. She
I
is
love her.
amazing.
I love her so much.
Mm.
Like she is so amazing because I hold her in such a high regard. So when
Mhm.
I asked
Me
her,
too.
would she be a part of this? And she was like, this. I was like,
Wow.
it
Now
was,
that's a blessing to
yeah.
have her because she is amazing.
Oh
She
my
is
gosh.
amazing.
I love her so much. And
Mhm.
so, one of the things that kind of trickled into me doing a hiatus on the magazine was I went through a divorce recently as
Mhm.
well. And I realized that I was not okay there for a minute. And you know how when you get knocked down with something really big,
Yeah.
and you just like get up and just like when you get into a car accident. If you get into a car accident, you're hurt, but you don't realize you're hurt. And you
Right.
just get out the car and still walking, and you don't
He's like, I'm good.
realize that you are not okay. You got
Yeah.
limbs hanging off and all that, but the adrenaline is running. So you don't realize you're just trying to go on as things, like things are normal.
Yeah.
That's what I did after my divorce. And one day I just broke. And I told my team, I said, y'all, I am not okay. And I need to go to therapy or something. Until I'm okay, y'all just stick with me. I will let you know when we get this back up and running. But right now, mentally, I can't handle it. And I just had a major surgery as well. So everything was so many
It
things
just, yeah.
move. It was just so many things happening at the same time. I just was like, you know what? I just got to. But I am going to be picking that back up in I think another couple months. So yes.
Looking
Well, I
forward to that.
can't wait. I can't wait. I'm sorry, Harry. What'd you say?
I'll just say I'm looking forward to that.
Me too.
Yes.
Me too.
Harriet
And
it was featured in the one of the I was about to say episodes. I'll get my TV. One of the editions as well.
What?
Can we talk
wow,
about Miss
wow.
Harriet for a second?
Harry, you got any questions for her or anything like that?
I will. She said she had something to say. I'm getting ready to put my tears on. Don't make me cry. Don't do it.
Miss
I know. I look, I
Go
got my
ahead.
two
Go
favorite
ahead.
people on here right now. I got
Stop it. Stop it. She
Harriet,
said,
which by the
yes,
way, she has her own YouTube show that I'm sorry, is it in progress or you've already started it?
what, my podcast?
Your podcast, yeah.
It's not started yet.
It's
I
not
put on
started yet. So it's
introduction.
about to come out, guys. So
Yeah.
I'm a ooh, did I break the silence? Did I?
It did because I was like, oh what?
Ooh. Okay, y'all forget that. You didn't hear it yet.
It's
We'll
coming.
talk
It's
about
not
later.
about me right now. It's not about me. I'm gonna let Miss my babe, my girl, my daughter, Miss Keisha, say what she got to say because
Oh my gosh.
Just
she
give
gonna
me
make me.
a couple minutes. Okay, so first of all, I met her for the first time. Shout out to Antrell McLean.
Yeah.
They did a show called Sisters.
Yeah.
Was that
Sisters,
okay? Just
Sisters the 40s Club. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So Antrell got me because I did video work as well. We've done a few projects together. Antrell McLean is an amazing. Oh, he's amazing.
Yeah.
He does. Oh my gosh. Videographer. He's dope. Okay. He also has. Oh God, One Spot Media. I forgot the name of his, but I wanted to shout that out too. But I don't have it exactly right, so let me just keep on going. Antrell McLean. Remember it.
Antro McLean.
Yes, Antrell McLean. So I met Harriet at one of those shootings, and I believe it was Nightdale. Miss Harriet is the brightest light of a person I think I've ever met. She is just an amazing. Let me tell you something. When I was growing up, listen.
What's this?
When I was growing up, I don't want to say idol, but the person that I looked up to a lot was Claire Huxtable, as far as a character. I love how she was dominant and, smart and sexy at the same time, right? She was a mom, but she was an attorney and a wife and sexy, right?
Yes.
Like she had everything. And I was like, ooh, I want to be like her when I grow up. The only other human being, like a real person that came close to her was a woman called an old teacher of mine called Miss Hill Jones. She was the dope. She would wear stilettos every day to math class and these leather skirts, and she was so sassy, and she was just like, y'all better do y'all. She had the the hairstyle. I'm old, y'all. She had the hairstyle, and every time it was like the rolling set. And
Wow.
I was like, oh, I want to be like her when I grow up. The next person that I felt like that, and I was already a grown woman, was Miss Harriet.
Yes.
She is so beautiful of a spirit. Oh my gosh. She's physically beautiful, stunning, gorgeous, and she is beautiful inside and out, and she
She's
has
crying.
sexy flair. I'm like, oh, when I met her, I was like, she is everything I want to be as a woman. Everything.
Yes.
And she just, I just admire you, Harriet. So I don't know if I've ever just really said all this to you, but that's
No.
why I call you mom. You are someone that I look up to and I admire so greatly.
Are
Like,
you
I'm
gonna
not,
make me cry? Oh my goodness.
yeah,
Because you know,
I am so bad about telling people how I feel about them, but once I lock in, once they have entered my heart, they are locked. And I don't think that they really know how much I love them, appreciate them until I tell them. But it's in my heart so bad. And ever since that day, ever since I met her, I was like, she is the epitome of what a woman is supposed to be to me. I love you, Miss Harriet, with all of my heart. I
yes,
admire you. You
yes.
way up here. You
That goes for
level
me
of
too. That
admiration
goes for everything that she
way out
said. It goes for me too because I'm
Yes.
gonna tell you something. Harriet is like to me. I already consider her like a sister. My kids they're like, when Auntie Harriet coming back? You know, she's already. My whole family has already absorbed her. But listen, guys, we're getting ready to run out of time.
Oh
Oh my
no.
gosh. So we got to do a part 2 of this. But real fast before we run out of time, one of the things that you and Harriet are both involved with is going to count down a second is the Onyx Award. Am I saying it
Yes.
right?
Onyx Urban Media Awards.
When is that coming out?
October 5th at 2:00. It is going to be at the Van Dyke Performance Space. That is the Creative Greensboro, in that space down there in the
Right.
auditorium part. That
Mhm.
beautiful.
Got it.
That's where it's going to be. I was so excited that she said yes to hosting, being a
Yes.
co-host. Harriet is going to be the co-host along with
I'm
Ezra.
gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna come. I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna yay.
Oh my God, we have so
Really.
many things. I've been working my tail off
I know you
together,
have.
but here soon, you're going to start, even starting today, you're going to see a whole lot of promotion going. Like, we're going to be going hard now.
I'm going to share it, so guys better be prepared. I'm about to share this because you know what? You need to be celebrated, and Miss Harriet is going to be hosting it, so you know it's going to be divalicious. Divalicious.
Oh yeah, I need that sexy flair.
Yes, honey. And I know Harriet, she's going to be like, darling,
Stupid.
hold on a minute, darling.
Yes, I want it all.
I love it. I love it. Oh, you know what? I've got to invite you back.
Yes, please.
Audience, I want you to get your pen and piece of paper and write down any questions that you have for her. My co-host, she's gonna come on, and we're gonna do this again, and we're gonna
Yeah.
call it Ladies' Night. So I want all the ladies and the fellas too. Okay.
Do you have the time for her to give you all of your social media information right quick?
Yes. Before that, yes, please do that now.
Okay, so for TikTok, Instagram, oh, what's the new one? It's not Twitter, X. It's all at official Lovely Alston. Official Love
Lovely.
Lee Lovely Alston Alston. And my personal page is this Lovely Alston on Facebook. I'm on Facebook most of the time, so that's the best way to reach me if you want to reach me.
Okay, awesome. And Harriet, real fast, how can people reach you?
Harriet Burnett on Facebook. On X is Harriet Burnett 54. On Instagram is H Burnett 50. And I have a website, www.harrietdburnett.com for my website. And my business Facebook page is Del Carlos Productions LLC. And yeah, that's about it for now.
The Onyx Awards, guys, you got to come. Oh my goodness. I already got my dress picked out.
All
Yes,
right, then.
please.
Okay.
This
Okay.
is it is a formal event. I want people
Yes.
to
Ooh,
really
you
know
you ain't said nothing but a thing, girl.
you're gonna be
Yes.
stand.
Girl, y'all shoe shopping.
I'm
Yes.
excited.
I'm
Love, love,
excited
love,
too.
love,
Love
love
you
you,
guys.
baby
My
girl.
information is in the description. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, ladies, for coming on today. We're going to come back because we got more conversation. Like I said,
Yes,
get some
indeed.
questions, and we're going to ask this lady some questions, some more, because we're going to have fun. All right.
Yes.
Adios. Adios. And one more thing before I go, and it's the most important thing, and it's the thing that I always tell everybody. I love you, man.
We love you too, man. Bye, girl.
Adios.